Is LPT Realty the right brokerage for you? Stick around and we're going to talk about 12 reasons why LPT Realty might be a good fit for you. Hi, I'm Garrett Pancari and I've been a real estate agent here in Idaho since 2012. In that time, I have been on a team, I have ran a team, and I've owned my own brokerage. Here just a couple months ago, my business partner and I, Dustin, decided to make the move to LPT Realty. And I'm going to cover some of the reasons why we made the move, as well as a few others why it might be a good idea for you to make the move. So let's get right into this. Number one, culture and community. So one thing we didn't have at our independent brokerage was that culture and community where we could go to people, communicate, talk to them, learn from one another, bounce ideas off of one another. And with LPT, they are a really fast growing brokerage. So they are currently in 25 states and that is expanding really quickly. So now we get to mix and mingle with people all over the country, bounce ideas off of each other, partner up with people and take down bigger projects and just work together. LPT has a great community built out where we can take classes, whether those be social media, whether it be learning how to grow your sphere of influence, whatever it may be, tons and tons of classes on technology. They also do a call every Monday morning called Monday Motivation. And that's where our CEO, Robert Palmer, gets on. And he, for 30 minutes, just talks about interest rates or what's happening in the industry or new updates to LPT or new state announcements and several other things. And that is something that I really enjoy. With our team, we were doing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And so this actually replaces our morning huddles on Monday so that we can learn from the brokerage and again, have that community and that collaboration with other agents all over the country and just learn what's happening overall with our company. Number two is education and training. We have a portal with tons and tons of articles and videos where we can go do on-demand training right from our phone, right from our computer, and we can learn about whatever we want. There's also a large Facebook group that will be migrating over to an internal app that we use called LPT Connect, where we can collaborate, learn, teach all of the other agents that are all over the country within LPT. They also do several live trainings. You can take a class almost every single day of the week, whether it's Monday Motivation, whether it's training with their CRM or their document management software, whether it's how to grow your sphere of influence, whether it's how to take more listings, work with buyers, social media, whatever it may be, there is almost a live class every single day. And then, like I had already talked about, our on-demand, we can go back and watch replays of a lot of these, plus there's tons of articles. I know for us, one of the things that we always work on providing for our team is training and support, and we want our team to be extremely knowledgeable. Oftentimes with these teams growing and becoming bigger and bigger, it's leaving a lot of solo agents in the dust where they're not learning, they don't have that support, but they have enough business on their own that they don't need to join a team. Or maybe you are a brand new agent straight out of school and you're looking for that support and training, but you don't really want to go join a team. That's not for you. You're working on growing your own brand. LPT Realty is the answer for that. Again, live training almost every single day and on-demand recorded videos and articles written up. Unbelievable. Number three, support and agent empowerment. Let me tell you something about their support. Right away, I had a question about CRM and some technology that the LPT offers. And so I went to their support, I clicked chat, and I had someone on the other end right away. A couple weeks later, had another question, picked up the phone, called the support line, had someone on the, like it rang 2 or 3 times, and I was talking to a live human. Support is not built out by AI and by a bot. We get a real person that knows what they're doing on the other end, which helps empower us as an agent. Also, we'll talk about this a little bit later on in the video, but LPT is all about putting us as the agent first and empowering us and helping us grow our brand. And there's going to be questions that we run into. There's going to be issues with an agent that we're working on the other end of the deal. There's going to be a struggle that we have with one of our buyers or sellers. And being able to pick up the phone or go to LPT Connect, reach out to support and have an answer within minutes is unbelievable. It's a superpower that us LPT agents have, and it's really one of our secret weapons as we go into this industry moving forward. Number 4, backed for success. So this is awesome. Robert Palmer, our CEO, has been a part of and created several billion-dollar businesses. So joining LPT early on is amazing because he has a proven track record for running successful businesses. And you don't run successful businesses if you're only worried about you and yourself. So being able to partner up with someone as powerful as Robert and to ride along and grow with the business, grow with LPT Realty as it continues to grow is something that I'm extremely excited about. One of the big decisions in us making a move from our independent brokerage to a more of a national brand is we wanted to make sure that it had the financial backing, and not just the financial backing, but that the CEO knew how to run a business. So when you look at all of his other successful businesses that he has built, ran, and is still running, it gives you the comfort in knowing that he knows what he's doing. So if I'm gonna pick up my business and move it to a newer brokerage, I now know that Robert knows what he's doing. Reason number 5 why you might consider joining LPT Realty. $11,000 over, actually a little more than $11,000 worth of marketing and technology that us as an LPT agent gets for just being an agent at LPT Realty. So some of these, not all of them, but some of the technology that we have access to is a CRM. So we use a CRM called Lofty. Lofty is a extremely powerful CRM that literally gives you the ability to do almost whatever you want within your CRM and front end website. Super powerful. As we moved over to LPT, we actually transitioned from the CRM that we were using, over 40,000 leads, over to Lofty with our team. And I'm not gonna lie, that's not the easiest thing to do. We are still working on it and making some tweaks and changes, but all the tools and automations and things that Lofty can do are going to make it way worth it. A couple of those features within Lofty, when we have a lead that was on our website, they came into us, we reached out, we called them, they never responded, they go down the road, let's say we say 45 days. We can set this time however we want. That 45 days, and then they come back to our site. We can trigger an automation so that when they come back to the site, we can now start reaching out to them and say, hey, it's been a little bit, but I thought that you might be interested in 123 Main Street or whatever it may be. Another trigger that we can create is when someone favorites a property. Again, let's say they favorited 123 Main Street. We can create a automation within Lofty. So when someone favorites or saves a property, it will initiate this trigger, and the trigger will send a text message, email, whatever kind of campaign you want to create to our lead on the other end. And it'll say something like, hey lead, I just came across 123 Main Street, which of course that's the one that they favorited, but I just came across 123 Main Street and I thought you might be interested in it. When would you like to go schedule a time to go take a look at it? So it's really cool on being able to set up certain triggers within the system so that we can help convert our leads into clients into commissions. Another tool that LPT Realty offers is called Dotloop. Dotloop is a transaction management software, so we can manage our transactions within this software. We can send out for signatures, we can pre-fill contracts, we can set up templates for tasks so that whenever we close a transaction, we then get reminded to pick up our lockbox or have our sign removed or ask our client for review, whatever it may be. Super awesome to have those tasks and templates built out for us so that we can just operate. It's also mobile friendly. I have been at several family functions where I've had someone that wanted to write an offer or my seller had to counter, and I've been able to do that from my cell phone. So not the easiest, I'd rather work off a computer, but we can do it in a pinch. So super happy that we have Dotloop to work with within one of those technologies that is provided to us. Check this bad boy out. We get one of these on every listing that we take. So I'm just gonna show you real quickly. I will actually put a link to me opening my first one on my Facebook down in the description below. So if you want a more detailed video, make sure you go down in the details and look for listing power pack opened. It will take you directly to my Facebook. While you're there, add me as a friend. All right, so check this out. We get a sign writer for every listing we take. These are gonna be photos of your listing. This is a lead magnet, so call or text this code to this number, and that lead is going to be imported into our database. Once the lead texts that number, it is going to then reply back a link to a website that LPT built for us. It is a single property website. So you take on 123 Main Street as a listing, someone then drives by, texts this number, this system will automatically send that lead a text that says, for more details, click this link. You click that link and it pops up a single property website. Super awesome. All right, then with that, real quickly, we also get all of these. So here's some business cards, thank you cards. The nice thing about the thank you cards is any agent that shows our listing, we can send this to. We're gonna talk a little bit more about some of that strategy in some other videos, but anyone that comes and shows the house, I'm gonna send a thank you card to. Anyone, once my transaction goes pending, I can send thank you cards. This house closes, once my listing closes, I now have thank you cards I can send to the buyer, I can send to the buyer's agent, I can send to the lender, I can send to the title company, I can send to my clients, and it has a picture of the house that we just did a transaction with, which is really cool. Okay, so this box, this is kind of hard to show, but it is layered. So when we open it up to the next layer, we have door hangers, we have flyers that we get to leave at the property, and lots more. All of the material in these boxes add up to 188 total pieces. So think about what that could do for your business. Oh, and guess what? You can even put your team or personal brand on your boxes if you want. So this is my sample pack that I take on every single listing that I go on so that I can show my sellers what I do to help them sell their house. Most agents come in and they say, oh, I'm gonna sell your house for more than any other agent, for faster than anyone else can, and I'm the best, I'm gonna run Facebook ads, I'm gonna do all this stuff. Well, guess what? So am I. But I'm also going to do all of this stuff, and I can put it in my sellers' hands and I can show them. And I will just tell you right now, since I've been taking these on my listings, I am 100% appointment to listing. So if someone calls me and they're thinking about selling their house, or I call a lead that's wanting to sell their house and I take this box into their house, I am converting 100% of them into becoming a seller. Just saying. So now imagine being able to carry that box into a listing appointment with you, showing the seller what you're going to do, putting your marketing in their hands so they can touch and feel it. And then you say all the other things that every other real estate agent says. I'm gonna run ads on Facebook, on social media. I'm going to syndicate it out to thousands of websites. I'm gonna do professional photography, all of these things, right? And here's the cool thing. If you're an agent at LPT Realty, you get that box for free for every listing, not just one free one. Any listing you take 10 new listings in 1 week, you order 10 boxes and you get them for free. You pay for shipping. Shipping varies from state to state and area to area. Robert Palmer, our CEO, owns the print shop. So he can do this at cost. That's how he can sustain doing this forever for us agents. It is amazing. It's absolutely incredible. So now that we are helping our sellers market their home, we can pick up some more sellers because they're going to see what we do when we go put door hangers on the whole neighborhood, when we mail out postcards, when someone comes to our open house and we're handing them flyers and brochures. Those buyers and sellers are going to want to work for us because we are doing such a fantastic job marketing that they know when they need to sell their home, they want to hire a professional marketer. Okay, that's just part of the marketing. Check this out. These are magazines that we get from LPT. And remember, I told you that Robert Palmer owns the print shop. So we can order as many of these as we want for cost. It breaks down to like $2 or $3 a magazine, right? So first magazine, 7 homebuyer strategies. Now, what's amazing about this is if I'm doing an open house and I have a buyer that comes in that's serious, I'm putting all this information in their hands and teaching them what they need to be doing to buy a house. The awesome thing is if they're not ready to buy a house today, they're going to hold on to this. They're going to read it. They're going to use this to help prepare themselves to buy a home. When they're ready, who are they going to call? This person right here with the name, phone number, and they're going to remember who it was that gave it to them. Okay, I'm still at this open house, but this time I get a seller that comes through. 9 critical questions to ask. This right here is super powerful. You're putting something in a potential seller's hand saying you need to be asking your real estate agent these 9 questions. Okay? Most real estate agents won't know how to answer these 9 questions. Guess what? We've got the answers to it all right here. All 9 critical questions are all answered right here. We get these at cost for being a part of LPT. Just saying, super powerful. All right, check this one out. I have a cool story to tell you about this. Active marketing plan. So this is the biggest magazine yet with the most pages. Okay, there's a story of someone at LPT. They took this to a seller. They used this as their listing presentation. So they went through it and just showed them these are all the different things I'm gonna do when it comes to marketing and selling your home. This is how I'm going to get you the most money. This is how I'm going to sell your house faster than what anyone else can. All the marketing material I put in your hands, plus all the digital stuff that we're going to do. So the agent goes to a listing appointment and he puts this in the seller's hand and he says, hey, take a look at this plan. It's too much for us to go over in this one meeting, but I want you to have this so that you can go through it and you can know what I'm going to do to help you get the most money for the quickest amount of time. Seller calls the LPT agent back after a couple days and says, hey agent, we're so sorry, but the timing's just not right. We're not gonna sell our house. Would you like to come pick up all of your material? And the agent said, you know what? You hold on to it. I know the timing's not right now, but that's okay. I want you to keep it so that when the timing is right, you can look back at it and you can remind yourself of what you need to do to prepare your house so that when you are ready, we can sell it for the most money. Okay, a couple months goes down the road. The agent totally wrote those people off, just said, you know what? They're not ready. It's they're years down the road. But here's the magical part. They got a phone call from that seller's neighbor. We are being transferred due to our job and we need to get our house sold. Will you come list it? And the agent says, absolutely. When would be a good time? I'd like to come go over my marketing plan with you guys. You ready for this? The seller says, no, just bring the paperwork. Let's get pictures. We have to get this house listed on the market. And the agent says, well, don't you want to know what I'm going to do to help sell your house? And the seller said, I already know. My neighbor gave me your whole marketing plan, told me all about what you do to sell houses. So I don't need you to come do this. I already know that we're going to hire you. So I just need you to come over and get my house listed. These are sticky. Digital ads pop up on social media. People look at it. Maybe they take a screenshot and then they slide past it. And then months down the road when they're ready, how They have to go scroll through all of their photos, or they have to try to go find that on social media again. Not happening. You put this in their hand, they're going to put this in their junk drawer, they're going to put this on their coffee table, they're going to put this somewhere. And when they say, oh, who was that person that we were thinking about selling our house? This is way easier to find than a little business card. Okay, so those are just a few of the many things worth of marketing. If you have a specific property that's going to be a luxury property, LPT offers other plans that we can choose to help market our luxury properties. If we want to mail out postcards, we can go into our LPT Connect and we can select, we want a postcard to go out to 150 of the nearest homes, 500 of the nearest homes. We want a series of 3 follow-up postcards, whatever it may be. And we get these at cost because Robert owns the print shop. I know I keep saying this, but Robert owns the print shop. We get to take advantage of that being an LPT Realty agent. So I talked about some of the add-ons like sending out postcards or upgrading a digital promotion for your listings, buying some of those magazines that I showed you. Again, those are at cost, those are super affordable. But even if we throw those out and we just rely on the free stuff, which is that marketing box that I showed you, there is a link in the description that will take you to my Facebook page so you can watch me opening up one of those boxes, pulling everything out in detail to show you. But just that, just the CRM, dot loop, the marketing we get for our free listings, and there's a few other freebies that come within our technology and marketing plan as being a member of LPT Realty. Just that alone will change people's businesses dramatically. Now being able to add on some of the other stuff at a really low cost will night and day make differences for most agents' businesses. Number 6, we have super flexible commission plans. The first being 100% commission. It's $500 a file. You cap at $5,000. So you do 10 transactions, you're capped, you're done paying LPT for the year. Amazing. I don't know of too many other brokerages that offer no monthly fees, $500 a transaction, and caps at $5,000. That is super low. Now, let's bring on the fact that we get everything that we talked about earlier with the technology and the marketing. Unbelievable. Most people will look at that and they'll say that's impossible. There's no way the LPT can be profitable. Remember guys, Robert Palmer runs and has built several multi-$100 million businesses, several companies that are worth billions of dollars. He has access and owns his print shop and has access to a lot of tools and features, so he can negotiate technology for us agents at a very affordable plan so that LPT can be profitable and can continue to offer these amazing benefits at super low commission splits. Number 7, local partners. So some of these big national brands push you to use their title company, their lender, their vendors or partners that they have, and that's how they provide benefits to you at an affordable rate, or even just maybe it's not affordable, but that's how they provide them to you. Guess what? At LPT Realty, we're not forced to use anyone. We don't have to use anyone else. We can build our own partners so that we can grow and build our business and run it the way that we want to run our business. That was huge for me. You start looking into places to move your brokerage or move your team or yourself to, and you start seeing some awesome benefits, but then there's this catch. And the catch is you have to use their lender, you have to use their title, or you have to try to use them because that's how we can afford to do all these things. Yeah, not with LPT. They're self-sustained. They are not relying on other partners to pay their way to make it work. Number 8, this one's pretty awesome. It's LPT Connect. It is our own app that we have within our phone, and it allows us to run our entire business from our phone. You can go to LPT Connect. There's a hot link to your Lofty, which is your CRM. There's a hot link to Dot Loop, which you go into Dot Loop. That's where you can write an offer. You can counter, you can send stuff out for signatures, you manage your entire transaction from. You can order when you take a new listing, your new listing power box, so that you can get it prepared, that listing to hit the market. You can check your cap status, your transaction status. There's so many things, and it's all within that app that is built for mobile. We can still pull it up on desktop or computer, but it's actually optimized for mobile, which is incredible to think that we have tools right at our fingertips on our phone that allows us to run our entire business from our phones. Number 9. So this one's pretty cool. It depends state to state. Some states are different. They will direct deposit your commissions. And what's really cool is we get an authorization form from LPT prior to closing, and it has all the instructions, everything that's going. And as soon as your file is approved, once it closes and LPT receives their money from title or from the attorney, an ACH payment goes out immediately. So we get paid pretty quickly here once we close a transaction. Number 10, we get stock awards. Super cool. At the time of this video, LPT Realty is not currently publicly traded. However, Robert Palmer is talking to the people on the street in New York called Wall Street. So we will be publicly traded probably by the end of 24, beginning of 25. However, prior to that, we can start earning our shares. Once we're publicly traded, those shares will then be worth money. We get shares based on personal production. Now, we're going to talk about this in number 11 and number 12, reasons why you should be thinking about joining LPT. But LPT does offer options for recruiting and then growing what they call a hybrid share, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that. There are also stocks that we can earn when we recruit people. However, the stock shares we earn from recruiting are much smaller than personal production. It's because LPT focuses on agents and agent first. They want us as an agent to be successful. If you can't tell by all the tools and everything and marketing and technology that I showed you earlier, they really care about their agents and helping their agents grow their business and become ultra successful. All right, so the way some of these stocks break down is we can earn stocks on our first transaction we do every year, on our third transaction we do every year, on our 15th transaction we do every year, and then also on our 35th transaction we do every year. Now, I'm not gonna go too deep into what those awards are and what you earn when you reach those. If you wanna learn more about them, I have a link in the description below that you can click. It is to my calendar. So select the time that works for you and let's jump on a discovery call and we can go over what your business looks like and we can break it down to see how many stocks you could be earning and what that would look like. So if that's of interest, make sure, like I said, you find my calendar link in the description below. Okay, numbers 11 and 12, we're gonna start getting into some recruiting here. Recruiting, we do have the option to build a downline. And so we get what's called a hybrid share because LPT offers flexible commission splits. If you want to be a recruiter, you then will be on the brokerage partner plan, which is an 80-20 split with a $15,000 cap. Okay, now doing that allows you to earn shares of the revenue that the partners that you brought into LPT bring into LPT. LPT will share some of that with you. Number 11, reasons why you should consider joining LPT Realty is they have Recruit Assist. So LPT has done a lot of things to help their agents that want to recruit. So one of those is LPT is actually going to do some marketing with the agent that you're cooperating with on your behalf. So once you close, you can go on there and select, yes, I want help recruiting this agent. LPT will then start marketing to this person. And if this cooperating agent has any questions, they will come to you. You can then recruit them. There are several other things that LPT does as well to help recruiting. I'm not going to go too deep into this on this video, but again, if you have questions and you're someone that's a recruiter and you want to learn more about how LPT will help you grow your downline, make sure that you click the link down below to pick a time to get on my calendar, and let's do a deep dive and really figure out what your business looks like so that we can see where LPT can help you and how we can help you recruit. Number 12, hybrid share. We already talked a little bit about hybrid share, but that's when you, as a recruiter, start recruiting people into your downline. LPT will share a portion of the revenue that they bring into LPT with you if you're the one that sponsored their move. So this is really awesome. This gives us agents an amazing opportunity to build that mailbox money or that passive income and also build generational wealth. As we talk about LPT and we just share the reasons why we wanted to make the move and other people become interested, we can just share this is what LPT has to offer. This is what we're building. This is what LPT's focus is. This is all their tools and benefits. You can share these same 12 reasons that I'm sharing with you right now with your friends and other agents at your current brokerage or your team members. And if they decide to move over, LPT is going to pay you every time they transact because you're the one that brought them to them. So it's a way that we can be rewarded forever and ever and ever. I did mention generational wealth. If we build a nice downline business and we were to pass away, one of our family members can actually get licensed and step into our spot. So I'm not going to go again too deep into that. That'll be a discussion that we need to have more on a one-on-one because it is going to be dependent on certain situations. All right, guys. So those are some of the reasons why Dustin and I decided to move our business from our independent brokerage over to LPT Realty. Hopefully that helps you get an understanding of what LPT has to offer. And if you want to learn more about LPT, you want to hop on a call, no pressure, no sales. I just want to give you the most information I possibly can so that you can make the decision that's best for you and your family. So don't hesitate. If you have some more questions or you want to learn a little more or jump a little bit deeper on any of these topics, make sure you click the link in the description below to join my calendar. I'm also going to put another link that you can click and you can just do your own research within LPT and what they have to offer. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a wonderful day.